Hello everyone, this is Brendan here with the Fly Fiend. Today I'm going to tie you up a Blacknose Dace. I'm going to start out with a size 6 streamer hook and some 6/0 black thread. We're going to start right behind the eye and work back. Just create a thread base. Work up to the front. Go ahead and trim your tag end. Now we're going to use some red, either glowbug yarn or whatever you want, red yarn, for the butt of the streamer, but I like to tie it in at the front to keep the body the same size, and you can trim it, so add a little bit extra. It's going to only hang out maybe like 1/4 to 1/2 inch, but we'll trim the front and the back. But do a loose wrap or two, pull it up to the top, and then go ahead and wrap it in all the way back, keeping it on top of the hook shank. Once you're back there, go ahead and give a few extra wraps, make sure it's on top, and we'll wrap up to the front. Clip this as tight as you can. Tie that in. Now, for the body of the streamer, we're going to use some Bill's Body Braid Silver. And I like the red. I like to try to keep the body the same size and tie it in at the front and wrap back, and then we will wrap it forward. Try to keep it on top. Now, we're going to take this Bill's Body Braid and cover up the back. It might be a little black thread, and then wrap it all the way up. But make sure it's nice and tight and evenly spaced wraps. It's better to have extra Bill's Body Braid at the end and trim it versus leaving yourself with too little. Once you get to the front, tie it off. Go ahead and give it a snip. Make sure you tie it in good and tight. Now you have your base. Now before we go further, I'm going to trim this, the glowbug yarn, and leave about 1/4 to 1/2 inch. You don't want it hanging off too far, but it'll just kind of give it some extra color in the back. Now we're going to use some white bucktail and some brown bucktail. I actually just use the white bucktail and then use some of the brown from the back of it. But you don't want too much white. A decent sized clump. And then I'm going to the ends aren't all even, so I'm going to try to even out the ends by plucking them and bringing them back in, trying to make them all the same length. Now, once you have them all about the same length, going to place it on top of the fly. You can do this for hours, and you want it to be, just about the same length as the red tail, or a little bit longer, but not much. Now we're going to put it right on top, give it a loose wrap or two to get set. Pull up to the top, make sure it's on top. Wrap forward and give it a few tight wraps. Now, like I said, I'm just going to use the back side of the bucktail and take a few brown pieces. Same thing, try to even out the strand length. Then put it right on top. We're going to do it just like we did the white. A few loose wraps. Make sure it's all on top. then tighten it down. Now try to clip these front pieces at an angle so it will make a nice little head for the streamer. And then go ahead and really tie this all in. You can create a little head if you want, and then just put some head cement on or whatever, but then get your whip finish tool out. One, two, snip. There you have it. Great fly for salmon, trout, whatever.